Hi, my name is Bob Lindy. I'm an acupuncture physician and registered herbalist in St. Petersburg, Florida. Today we're going to talk about using acupuncture to stop smoking. So it's very common to use acupuncture in order to help stop you from smoking. But it's important to know that no acupuncturist can make you stop smoking, but they'll really help with the stress, the cravings, and the desires that is part of the chemical as well as the emotional addiction to cigarettes. So there's a very standard protocol that's oftentimes utilized for stop smoking called the NADA protocol, and it's using 5 points in the ear. So sometimes they'll use acupuncture needles, sometimes they'll actually tape seeds on, and there's oftentimes some additional points that people will use depending on the particular individual and the other problems that they may have going on. We oftentimes use herbal remedies as well, anything from Chinese herbal combinations to some Western herbs such as lobelia or licorice. All of these can be very helpful in dealing with the cravings and the physical and emotional withdrawal from cigarettes. So we'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and swab the ear and do the fairly traditional NADA protocol. I sometimes vary it a little bit based on my experience or the particular individual. So this first point is called sympathetic. Then one of my personal favorites called Shen Men. And then we've got a couple more. We've got the kidney point. And there's a little bit more sensation with these points than we sometimes find with the body acupuncture, because there's definitely not much room there to play with. And most people are usually shocked to find there's this many points in the ear alone. And we actually say this is a microsystem of the entire body. So we can treat almost any point in the body using points in the ear. It's especially effective for things like pain and stress. And we oftentimes think of this almost as the reset button. So the last point we did there was the lung point, which is really good for stress. And this whole thing really helps to readjust in a way the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, which can deal with some of the stress that is oftentimes the trigger and associated with cigarette smoking. So we can leave these points in. Sometimes we'll actually leave these in for a much longer time than we do some of the other acupoints. And it's also very common to sometimes get a drop of blood, and sometimes we intentionally will bleed the ear in order to get a better treatment. So we've left these in for a while, and we're going to go ahead and get these out for them. And it's just the standard 5 points. Some people, for stop smoking, will add additional points in also. So once we've done this, I personally like to tape some ear seeds onto one of the ears in order to take the treatment home with them and prescribe herbs. So if you're looking to stop smoking, it's a wonderful thing you can do for a lifelong health. Contact your local acupuncture physician. You can find many of them on acufinder.com or check with NCCIOM, who actually license all the acupuncture physicians in the United States. This is Bob Lindy talking to you about using acupuncture to stop smoking.